I have a relatively heartbreaking, sad one here for us today. This here really highlights the need for people to to be careful with their actions. At any moment, what you do can change the course of your life forever, for better or for worse, of course. Um, Sometimes, in the heat of passion and the things we know are what we should have, sometimes we need to check ourselves before we blow up. And then on the flip side, you always need to be vigilant. You never know when a scenario that you think is going to go completely normal really goes south. A Woodland Park City Market shooting death investigation points to self-defense. So good on the idea of the fact that it's a possible self-defense case. This happened on November 29th around 6:45 p.m. This is an update on December 20th at the Woodland Park, Colorado City Market parking lot. It's like a grocery store parking lot. The recent shooting death of a man in Woodland Park City Market grocery store parking lot appears to be likely a case of self-defense, according to the news released on Tuesday from the Colorado Bureau of Investigations. So the CBI is coming out. They're kind of wrapping up their case. They're going to have everything later. It says that they're going to have everything done by the end of this month. We're getting to the last day here. I've been kind of following it. I haven't seen anything definitive, but they're investigating as if it's self-defense. So Luis Morales, the biological father, died on November 24th, shooting. According to the CBI investigation, there was a physical altercation in the parking lot just off of US 24 during a child custody exchange between Morales and the boyfriend of the mother's child, or the mother of the child. So this is where's the heartbreak is. It's like you're doing a child exchange, and for whatever reason, an argument breaks out, and now your life is lost, and you're trying to pick up your biological kid, and now you'll never see him again. So that's the heartbreak behind it. But witnesses said Morales, the 28-year-old man, threatened the mother's boyfriend with a knife. And that's where that decision in life of passion, you have a passion for something, your child, you want to make sure you see your child. And to make sure it happens, you pull a knife. Not a great decision. The boyfriend, 29, pulled a gun and fired a single shot that hit Morales. The Woodland Park police arrived along with bystanders who gave first aid to Morales before taking him to Colorado Springs Hospital, where he unfortunately did not make it. The shooter stayed at the scene, great sign, cooperated with investigators, the CBI said. So this is where they're saying that they'll have everything kind of done by the end. They're not sure if they're going to pursue criminal charges just yet. The Woodland Park shooting outside, the deadly shooting outside of the Woodland Park grocery store, likely case of self-defense. We have here from 11 News. Stories essentially the same, but here is kind of where it explains a little bit of the heartbreak from like a witness's standpoint. So there was a witness who was trying to jumpstart his car. He says it was very calm until it wasn't. It happened fast, and that's how all these scenarios work. That's why I can't hammer it enough. You need to be vigilant and prepared at any moment, because these scenarios, it's not, and then it is. It's just that fast. He just wanted to see his son, and they weren't going to let him do that. And that's where I see the father's point. He's like, hey, he's got the passion of wanting to see his son, and for whatever reason, the boyfriend and the mother are not letting this happen. Now, whether or not they are, I don't know. I wasn't there, but this is what the bystander at least observed. He added, then Morales threatened the boyfriend. There was a little pushing and shoving, and then all of a sudden the guy got shot. Shot him pretty quick. It was just really, and this is kind of where he starts stuttering. It's shock of how fast it happened. The guy didn't need to die, but obviously the other guy was scared. So a bystander saw it, immediately applied life-saving measures, but unfortunately it didn't work out as well as they were hoping. This is, I really wanted to bring this case because it shows that we do at any moment need to be ready. But at the same time, it shows that as people who are legally or responsibly armed, you really need to, you win every fight that you don't start or you don't entertain, is what they say. You win every fight you don't join. So for whatever reason, this father decided that instead of going through legal channels like calling the police or going through courts going, hey, I was supposed to get custody on this day, I did not, and things like that. He decided, you know what, I'm going to do it myself. And he pulled a knife and figured that was going to get him somewhere. Unfortunately, it did get him somewhere, not with his son. It reminds me of that story a couple of years back in Texas where that man, he went on to his wife and her new boyfriend's property to go pick up his son after they were denying him access. And then the boyfriend grabbed his shotgun, or I think it was a shotgun, and then went outside to confront the father. And unfortunately, that father did not make it either. Passion really drives us to do things that we probably shouldn't or wouldn't necessarily do if we were thinking coherently or completely. And unfortunately, that didn't end well for this man today. Get down in those comments. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think the father was in the right? Do you think the boyfriend was in the right? Do you think, I don't know. This is an iffy one. I do definitely think that this is a case of self-defense, and the fact that the boyfriend, I mean, he was threatened with a knife, so he struck back. And this also harks back to the idea of like people wondering why people feel the need to carry guns. Well, if we took all the guns away, people still have knives. So what am I going to do? Defend myself from a knife attack with another knife? Of course, there's some schools of thought saying that's better because you can get an attack with closer range with a knife. But, you know, this guy did have a gun. He fought back and he defended his life, and then theoretically the mother's life as well. But it is heartbreaking that unfortunately the man was just trying to see his son and then made a really bad decision. Get down in those comments. Let me know what you think. If you found value from this, if you could hit that like button, that would help me out a lot. My name's Steven with Armed Culture. Hit that subscribe button. I'll bring you more news related to the Second Amendment in regards to self-defense and the violent world happening around us. Thank you.